Storytime. I was kidnapped by someone that I thought was a friend. So I was in desperate need of a girls trip, so I hit up my 3 friends that were outside of my state, Maggie, Sarah, and Amber. All fake names, obviously. I made plans and arrangements so that I could come visit them. Another friend of mine that knew them offered to drive me down. His name was Max. I was super thankful for this because my family didn't want me to drive there by myself. So I made sure they had his and my number before I took off. But the second that I got into the car, I had a really weird gut feeling. My stomach started to turn, but I didn't listen to it. I kept messaging my friends how excited I was to see them the closer I got, but then they just stopped messaging me. They wouldn't answer my calls either, and Max pulled me over to a gas station saying that we're about 30 minutes away from our destination. So I thought. I needed a bathroom break, so I went inside the gas station, but that's when Max took me by the arm and walked in with me. He wouldn't let me leave his side, even for a bathroom break, and that's when he took my cell phone away and I knew that I was in trouble. I still didn't say anything out of fear, but after we got back into the car, he gave me some juice and then I passed out. Stay tuned for part 2 and follow me on Instagram. Storytime part 2, I was kidnapped by someone I thought was my friend. So after drinking whatever he gave me, I woke up after a few hours, and I was not with my girlfriends. I was 3 hours away from my home, and I didn't know this at the time, but I was at his house. My family knew that they hadn't heard from me in hours and started to get worried. They tried to get a hold of me, but obviously couldn't because I didn't have my cell phone. So they called Max. And I literally watched this man answer his phone and say that he didn't know me and doesn't know what they're talking about. Almost immediately after this happened, the cops called him. And I have no idea to this day what the cops said to him, but whatever they did, it worked. He helped bring me back to my house safely. And come to find out, Sarah, Amber, and Maggie were all in on it. They knew that he was obsessed with me and planned it so that I would spend the weekend with him instead of them. We pressed charges, but he really only got a slap on the wrist. But he's not allowed within 50 feet of me or to live in the same town or city as I am. Even though this happened when I was 18, it still haunts me at 28. Please speak up if you feel like something is wrong. Follow me on Instagram and DM me your story just like this one. Storytime. My boyfriend cheated on me with not 1, not 2, but 26 different girls. And like all of these relationships start, we met on a dating app. As I was just casually scrolling through, I came across him, James, and I thought that he was so cute. So I obviously decided to hit him up, and we had a really good connection. But one hesitation that I had about him is that he was on his phone a lot, sometimes even ignoring me in the process. But we continued to date for about 3 years. We were still really young at the time, just 18, but we were very serious about each other. And we decided to make a step to move in together. He was currently living with his grandmother, so I decided to move in with them. His grandma and I got along so well, we were basically best friends, so it worked out. One day his ex randomly showed up, and because of this, it led to James and I getting into a massive fight. It got so bad that I decided to leave and stay with my mom for a few days. And while it was over, I got a request to join a closed Facebook group of 26 different women. Stay tuned for part 2 and add me on Instagram. Part 2 to my boyfriend cheating on me with not 1, not 2, but 26 different women. So obviously I was like, what the heck is this? Why are people requesting me to be in their Facebook group when I don't know them? And immediately I was greeted with some questions. And I already had a little bit of an inkling that it had to do with James because of his ex showing up. But a lot of the girls wanted to know if James and I were still together. And I was like, yes, we've been dating for a few years. Most of them said that they had been dating James for a few months, but some of them said years. So we were all literally dating this man. Even though this was difficult to process, they all had screenshots with proof, and they all had nasty pictures that he had sent them. A lot of the girls lived in different states too. He would just falsely promise that he was going to save up money and move with them. When I went home to go confront him on this, he said that all 26 of them were lying. He even said that some of them were his family members, which is a disgusting excuse. I'm not even for sure on why he thought that would be the lie to use, but I broke up with him that day. Follow me on Instagram, and if you have a story you want to share, DM me. Story time. So I was accidentally a homewrecker. So the regular dating sites just weren't doing it for me, so I started dating on a fetish site. I soon matched with this guy around the end of March, and he was so attractive, and we decided to meet up. Obviously this was more for the purpose of hooking up, but we got along so well, and he acted like he really liked me. He was the vice president of a massive company, 23 years older than me, and also had lots of money, which made him one big intriguing package. We started to meet up several times a week, but his only rule was we weren't allowed to meet on weekends. And I was never allowed to sleep over. I just figured it was because he was busy. Things progressed and we were still seeing each other in May. He introduced me to all of his coworkers and he was super affectionate with me in front of them. And he also introduced me to his receptionist as his girlfriend. However, things went way downhill when he picked me up from my house one day. He was making out with me and driving out of the neighborhood, and then I looked down and I saw a ring. He goes, this is just so the girls at the gym don't flirt with me. And I was like, dude, I know you work out at a private gym. So that's when he admitted that he had 2 houses, one for me and one for his family. Stay tuned for part 2 and follow me on Instagram. Part 2 of me accidentally being a homewrecker. So of course I freaked when he said that he had 1 house for me and 1 house for his family. Like, what does that even mean? So he said that we'll go back to his place and he'll explain. And I was like, no, I want to know what's going on right now. So he pulled the car over and he said that he's married to a woman who hasn't been home a lot because of COVID. She's a nurse. So he's been lonely and she was too vanilla for him. Then he told me his real name. So he had given me a fake name and a fake social media for months. I broke down because I was so pissed. And he kept saying that he cared about me and wanted to keep things the way that they were, so that's why he wasn't telling me. And he says that it wasn't hurting his wife or kids because they didn't know. And that's when I slapped him and told him that I couldn't believe that he made me into a homewrecker, and I asked him to take me right back home. When I got home, I blocked his number and then I went on Facebook to look at pictures of his wife and kids. And I thought about reaching out and telling her so many times, but I was so scared that he was going to release pictures of me if he ever found out. None of his friends or coworkers ever said anything, so I'm sure he's just done this a million times. My Insta is below. Follow me and DM me if you have a story. Okay guys, so I know I look a mess right now, but I just got in my new box from Maven Beauty and I'm so excited. So we're gonna do a little unboxing. Can we just admire the holographic cosmic drip moment? So it comes with 3 of these little eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm so excited. Like, you cannot make... Stop. That is so pretty. I could literally use this eyeshadow for highlighter. I'm so excited. Here's the other one. That's so pretty. Oh, stop. It also comes with 5 very colorful liquid eyeliners, and look, like the green is gonna be perfect for Christmas. And this is my favorite part. What can I say? It's the glitter. Like, this eyeshadow, it is unreal. I just want it everywhere. Make myself into a little glitter cat. Anyways, this launches Cyber Monday exclusively at Fashion Nova. So I'm going to the Dixie Stampede and I thought it would be best to do some country makeup. I went back to Old Taylor for some inspo. Today is also Thanksgiving and I'm super excited to see the horses, so I'll show you the horses when I get there. I'm gonna cover these bad boys up. I'm gonna make these look shaped but like natural. Gotta get the size of this down. I'm gonna take Maven Beauty and use it to super highlight my nose. I forgot this part. I'm gonna use the glittery palette. I'm gonna go all over my eyelid with the gold. I'm gonna use an angled brush with this brown. And I guess we're just gonna pretend like it's liner. I guess we're just gonna blend it out. Now I'm taking the same color for my crease, like so. I'm gonna connect them out here and bring them together. Obviously gonna do the red lipstick. And then attempt to do a wing. Totally messed up my lipstick by doing that. Now I'm gonna holiday it up a bunch. Don't be shy, add more glitter. Everyone always asks me, where did the bangs come from? Final touch. Hi, baby. Hello.
Creamy bed.
And on today's Makeup with Liz, this is what we're attempting. Today we've got a whole sunset in the background and I just feel like it matches. You guys know the girl that puts on a lot of foundation but it looks so good? She uses her hand, so that's what we're doing. I think this is how it's done. Okay, am I crazy or does this look more natural? We're gonna start with this shade in the Maven Beauty palette. I was freezing. So now we're just fluffing this right on up. It looks kind of cute. I'm gonna make this a lot sharper by wiping it away. We're gonna add some depth using this color. It looked like she had some on the top as well. Now we're gonna go back in with the purple and create a wing. I'm not sure if this is getting better, but we're still going for it. Time for the blue. Ooh, she's getting mysterious. And now I'm just dying for this gold. It's so shiny. Oh my god. Time to do the mascara. Ta-da. I don't have curlers with me, so we're just gonna hold. I'm gonna go back through and highlight some areas with this bad boy. I love it. I love it. So my boyfriend has never tried Starbucks before. So we're gonna have him try Starbucks for the first time.
Can we just get a regular coffee?
No. It's not like I haven't tried to offer him this before.
I just don't think I'm gonna like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if he can order it too.
Let me practice first. Caramel brulee latte. Are you sure it's just called pink drink?
Yeah.
All pink drink and a tall caramel brulee latte. And a tall pumpkin cream cold brew.
We do no longer have.
We did the Irish cream cold brew.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on the presentation?
It looks nice. Actual strawberry?
Yes, it's an actual strawberry. Okay, first reaction.
Well,